All right, everybody, so the time has come. It's time to start bolting the individual modules together. I'm going to start with the three middle modules. And bolt them together, and then we'll bolt the other pieces onto them. Move this down just a little bit, so I've got room to work. And I'm going to leave them loose enough that we can do some adjustments as we need to. So let's go ahead and open up these doors. So for this first one, we'll put in here. So I'll be sticking my hand in here. That alignment in there, like that. And then a washer on there. And a nut there. Okay. I'm going to tighten that up just a little bit. Okay. Then we'll come back here and do the same thing here. These are just hex bolts. They come with the system with the fender washers and a nut on the other end. Of course, the washers are in there to make sure that the bolt itself doesn't pull through, because it would on this foam board. It would pull right through with very little effort. All right, so those are good. So we can set these right down here, and then my videographer is going to set the camera up in a fixed position so that we can pick this up and set this side on the middle. And that will allow us to bolt everything together on this end and get them as straight as we possibly can. Hopefully once we get everything together, we won't have to do a great deal of adjustments. All right? Okay. So if you'll pick it up on that end, and bring it up and reach over and grab the middle and bring it back towards us. There you go. Something like that. Set this on here, all right? You want to go ahead and go back to the camera. Get all these access panels opened up. Challenge with that tape, deciding what it wants to do. ready to go. So let's grab a couple bolts here. I got pre-positioned and a couple nuts and 4 washers. I should have actually divided those up into sets of 4, but I didn't. All right. So let's put this right through here. Maybe it would be easier if I went the other way, if I came up from the bottom up. Then I'll have to hold the washer while I'm trying to put the nut on it. Okay. And do the same thing from here. And we'll do it again. Not the best lighting, unfortunately. I did a better job of lining up that hole. Definitely is not. Oh, there it is. All right. Okay, there we go. Just had to convince myself that I knew what I was doing. And we'll do this one more time here. All right, so that's the beginning of it. Let's see what the alignment looks like. Let's look on the other side over here. It looks like it come over just a bit. good. Could come this way just a touch. All right. I like that, so I'm going to tighten this down. Ouch. My biggest concern is the ends right here. The middles we can fill in and cover. The ends, especially on the end of the profiles, have got to be almost perfect. All right. So tighten up this one. Then we'll go down to the other end. All right. So let's go down here and look at this alignment. Bit right there. That looks pretty good there. Like that, okay. Tight. And that's tight. I know those are tight there. I think I'm going to leave these down here on the bottom until we're ready to finish up with the upper half, with the other half to lay out. Okay, if you'll go ahead and set the camera up again. Okay, so we're going to lift this up, set it on top of here, get it balanced closer to the edge so it's easier to work on. And watch the overhead, watch the fan up there, it should be good. Ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
I'm touching you.
Yep, so let's pick up the whole thing, just move over near the edge. There we go. I thought we were going to have some issues like that, so that's fine. Needs to come your way a little bit?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm even.
All right, that's good. That's good for the moment.
I don't need to hold this.
My doors are sticking on the bottom here. Good there. All right, let me get a couple more bolts. In fact, I'll go. I have a ledge there at all. I don't really have much of a ledge. Okay. Would help if I open these bottom doors. Put a bigger piece of tape on that one. So right now you can't see this on the video, but I'm just opening up the doors on the bottom set so I can get in there to start bolting. Okay, 2 more. Alright, got that. Let's get some extra circulation in here. I'm good there. Alright, if you'll go ahead and let me get the first one in, and then I can let you go back to the
Why
camera.
don't you do each end?
Alright, we'll put one in at the other end down here. I'm going to put a bolt in down at the far end down here, just to kind of give us some stability, help hold everything together. Hopefully less chance of something tipping over. All right. Alright, I got to hold it, it should be good. You want to go back to the camera, please? There's a hole in here someplace, I know there is. Oh, it's over there. I'm standing on the side of this. This is huge. More to go. Alright, so all the bolts are in place. Let's see what the alignment looks like on this end. I like that. Like I say, most of the imperfections we can fix with scenery and rocks and buildings and roads. Oh, that's nice and tight. Okay. And let's do the other end. Go down here and fix this. Like that, okay. That's good and tight. Now let's just go around here and tighten down all of them. And of course, this doesn't need to be much more than finger tight to hold everything. We are going to do one other thing on here. All that's done. As you can see now, this is wonderful. This is just great. This is good and solid. That'll stand up to just about anything. But what they've recommended is that we tape the bottom just to give it more strength. I'm going to use some masking tape here and tape most of this. I'm not going to get it all at the moment because I don't want to block my doors, obviously. So we'll do a good deal of this. And this just adds to the stability of the overall layout. Things don't decide to move on their own. Because of course, once we get a bunch of track on here and scenery and buildings, and, you know, we don't want it to move unless we move it. So that's what we're trying to avoid here. Just makes it that much mo better. One of my favorite expressions, making it mo better. And I did think about using, mess that one up. I did think about using duct tape instead of masking tape, because obviously it would be even stronger. But I think gosh, I'm having all kinds of trouble with this piece. But this is going to be plenty strong enough with the masking tape on it. Now, obviously, of course, if this is a temporary layout for you, you're going to be taking it up and down and moving it, putting it away for the holidays, whatever. Obviously, you wouldn't want to do this step. But just for me, this is a permanent structure up here. Let's see, I'm done here. Close that up. What did I do? Now, of course, as I start wiring stuff up, wiring up my switches and putting in lights and all that other kind of fun stuff, I will probably every once in a while have to pick up a side of this to reach up in here and pull wiring. I'm hoping I can do most of it from the sides, but there's going to be some spots where I can't do it on the sides. So. This will just give me that much more stability and strength. Piece on here. Just adding a couple extra pieces here, just to make sure I get as much covered on here as I can. I think that's going to do me. All right, if you want to set the camera down one more time, and we'll set this back in place. Make sure I've got everything off of here. Obviously, painting my tabletop green hasn't withstood the test of time because, of course, originally I had a layout on there, a flat layout, before I got into RRINABOX. All right, we'll just pick it up, turn it out, and set it down. Tilt it to your left a little bit. All right. As you can see, this is so light. It can easily be handled. Got it about adjusted there. What do you think? You want to come this way a little bit?
I'm about an inch over here.
Okay. For about half an inch on that end? And about equal distance on the sides?
Yeah.
All right. Yay! Ta-da! This is it. This is my layout. Now, of course, I've already had train track on here, but I can start putting the track down permanently now. I got a couple of things to do. I got to fix my 3 and 4 bridges here with the newer layout. I needed more room here, so I got to put this in here. I now have bridge 5, which is the viaduct running over here to that corner. So I've got to build that. And oh, I have a little piece I need to put here because one of my switches is going to have a side track right here, a little side spur that actually comes out a little bit, so I need to put a little piece here to support that. But that's pretty much it, guys. So maybe we'll shoot some video as we're putting in the track. We'll see how that goes. I may have to put it down and pick it up and put it down a few times. But that's it. That's what it looks like. There's a full HO scale 22-inch curve. I think it's the Horned Owl kit. I believe it is. I've got some really fun things I'm planning on doing with this and the layout and how it's going to work and what's going to go where. So stay tuned. We'll have some videos of all the stuff as we do it.